Hi guys, today's video is a little different. It's just audio, but I kind of just went on a talking spree last night about a lot of really important things, so I wanted to share. I hope you guys listen, and I really hope you enjoy, and I hope it touches you in some way. I love you. If you have something about your culture that you love, that you cherish and hold close to your heart, why wouldn't you want to share it? Why would it be considered cultural appropriation if someone's being respectful and really enjoying what it is that your culture offers that's beautiful? Like, I was just talking to my friend, and she told me that she saw that now wearing a winged liner is considered racist and cultural appropriation because the ancient Egyptians did it. Now, we can go into past lives, and we could go into star families, which are, connected to ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt, Sirius. We could even go into just having an interest in it, like scholastically. Or even just something that you fucking like. Something that you like, okay? That brings you joy. Why do you want to steal that joy from someone else and give them hate instead? Feel hatred towards them because they enjoy a piece of your culture. Okay? That doesn't make sense to me, and we really need to start operating more out of love. Out of love and appreciation. And don't get me wrong, if someone's disrespecting your culture, well, that's tricky too, because some people perceive certain things to be disrespect. I mean, there are some very obviously disrespectful things, don't get me wrong, but some people feel disrespected because that's how they perceive the situation, when in reality, the person projecting, that's exactly what they're doing. They're projecting their perception of disrespect onto the person when the person wasn't even necessarily being disrespectful. We really need to start being more tolerant. And we really need to start giving to each other from a place of love and stop stealing and taking from each other. It's like a bunch of kids on the playground. That's mine. No, that's mine. Guys, wake up. Wake up out of your sleep and wake up out of this triggered, MK Ultra triggered, emotional response out of you to everything right now. Start to have faith. Start to have trust, okay? Start to really fucking trust that everything's going to be okay. There are two timelines right now, right? There's the old timeline with all the old paradigms, all the hate, all the fighting, all the violence, all the evil, okay? And that timeline is slowly falling apart, literally into nothingness. The new timeline, the new Earth, through which we shifted for the freaking solar, for fucking the summer solstice. Summer solstice has been my fucking birthday every goddamn fucking year for the last 28 years since 1992, June 21st. Now they're trying to tell me that it's the 20th? So we must have hopped timelines then, huh? Because that shit don't change, and it hasn't changed in fucking 28 years, alright? Take it from me. It's my fucking birthday, okay? Fucking summer solstice. Yeah. So that's the new timeline, the new earth, okay? Of love, acceptance. You gotta evolve or you're getting left behind. Put away the anger, work through, let it up to let it out. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, what hurts in me that I'm projecting onto others? Where do I feel like I'm not enough, and how can I fix that? Because you create the reality you live in. And your perception rules your understanding. And that's why astrology is important, because it shows a person how they perceive through the characteristics of the signs that are related to the areas of their life that connect, it's very scientific. Each house has a different meaning. Each sign has different characteristics. It's so in-depth. That's why I don't talk about it much, because it's so fucking in-depth. And it takes a mathematical, realistic-minded, Capricorn kind of minded person to be able to put together all the formulas. Sorry, I lost I was channeling so hard and I lost it a little bit because, like, it'll come and go, man. Sometimes that happens when I'm reading, too. But it's just more proof that I'm channeling because, like, I don't even know where I picked up or where I left off because it wasn't me saying it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was, but it wasn't. It was a facet of self. A guide, something like that. I don't know. Okay, there I go again, just being me. But yeah, so we're headed into a new paradigm. We're headed into a new paradigm. We're headed into a new earth. We're literally like going through a wormhole right now, and it's like the earth is splitting, and we are splitting. And you know what? I was listening to this crazy diviner. I'll link it below. Damn, that shit had me on my knees, like crying in my kitchen, because it was so real, and I felt that shit, and I felt the new earth, man. I fucking felt it. I went there. You know, that's all time traveling is. Being able to hop the dimensions. Because time is not linear, okay? So, a lot of people spend their time in the past. Thinking about what was, okay? That's literal time travel. That's where you're literally, your soul is back there. Your body's here. My soul fucking hopped to the new earth, and I felt that we won. Good and love and truth won. I felt that in the core of my being, and I feel it again. But the only way we will win is if we come together and like, we're gonna win no matter what, okay? But we win faster the faster we come together, and we make it easier on ourselves when we choose love and when we choose the new earth. Don't hold on to the dying, painful, evil aspects and paradigms of what used to be, because I'm telling you right now, I went to the future. It's not there. It changed, just as many others have too. Like, a different message actually inspired me to like travel, okay? That's why I'll link it below, so that maybe you can feel the same thing and you can know what to do. But we gotta wake each other up. We gotta be here for each other, and we have to hold space for the people that refuse to be better, because they're not going to want to shift if they feel like the person on the other end is angry. Just like with parents. Think about it. If you got in trouble real bad with your parents, you didn't want to tell them when you had a problem, right? Because you're not trying to get in trouble. You're not trying to hear, I told you so. You're not trying to hear any of that shit. You just want to come around and get some help. And that's how we have to be to these people who are just waking up. Even though, trust me, I feel it. I feel like I want to, like, I'm waiting for my apologies. And I want to say, ooh, I told you so. I've been saying this for years. Like, but that's a lower vibrational part of myself that I need to work through. And kind of like, I'm finally getting over that. So I'm like, yo, I don't need no apologies because we won. And like, when we win, like, the new earth, the love, what's around the corner, dude, like, that shit's like, oh, fuck, it's, I don't need no I told you so's, because it's well worth it, you know? It's gonna be way, way worth it without none of that. So, in order for these people to feel comfortable coming over to the new paradigm, we're gonna have to stay really open. We're gonna have to open up our heart chakras to them. We gotta wear a lot of green. We gotta eat a lot of green. We gotta eat a lot of protein. That rhymes. But yeah, so we gotta open up our hearts for these people, and we gotta stop. I mean, like, we can make fun of them, trust me, like, I make fun of them, but don't do it out of a place of hate. Like, if you're getting a laugh from it, like, really feel that joy, but don't, like, hatefully mock people, okay? Because, like, and that's something I gotta work on too, okay? Like, there's a lot of hate right now. It's an active choice right now to feel love. It's an active choice right now to be awake. It's an active choice right now to stand in your truth and to understand truth and to understand that truth is the only real thing that is, and love. And these other things are going to eventually fall apart, and we're living through the fall apart, right? So, I mean, of course it's real. It's very real. It's painfully real. However, it's not like real with a capital R is what my therapist always says. Because the real with a capital R, the all that is, the God, the God source, whatever, man, like that light, that love, that's what's real. And that's what's always going to win. And when you're living in fear, you're living out of faith. You're living outside of God. You're not working with God, who is yourself, the I am, right? You are the I am, right? So when you're actively living in fear, you're actively working against yourself. You're actively working against God. And I'm not saying it's like of course you're going to fear, and of course you should feel that fear and allow yourself to fear it, but don't like sit in your shit. Let it up to let it out. Process it however you need to. Get your anger out. Process that shit. Journal. Yo, so I was really angry for a long time because I have had a lot of really bad shit happen to me. I was really mad with a lot of people for a lot of reasons. And I would just take a journal and I would word vomit to the point where it was illegible. It was just a bunch of chicken scratch. I'm writing out all of it on top of each other, just all crazy, like crazy fucking shit. Whatever, just letting everything out of my head, every sadness, every pain, every piece of anger, every like fucked up shit. I need to take my own advice and do this again. And I just wrote it out, and I would get it all out all at once. And then I'd shut the book, and I wouldn't have to think about it. And then the next day, I burned that shit. I let that shit go. I got it out my head, and I let it out, okay? And I didn't even realize back then that I was doing fucking spell work, dude. It's a form of spell work. Get out the ugly words, put them on the paper, burn them, and let them go. That's a fucking spell. And you know what I would do? I would, I kind of recognized that it was spell work, but I didn't realize how powerful it was, you know what I'm saying? So, I would burn it and with the fire on dirt, so it would be on earth, and then I'd watch the smoke rise and, float away, and when it was finally done smoking, I'd take a little bit of water. I was in therapy. I was in fucking group therapy, and I'd be outside, and this is what I'd do. I'd take my little water bottle, and I'd fucking water it down. Just broad daylight, I didn't even realize how fucking witchy that was, but it was, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, that's just, a little piece of my life to paint the picture of what was, But, anyway, get that shit out. Get that shit out, because that's what we need to do. We have a responsibility as light workers, as empaths, as the people who are awake right now, as the people who know the truth. We have a responsibility to the collective, because, I think it's I think maybe 20%, 30% of the population is awake right now, maybe 50%. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think, everything is different, some people are, they know everything, but obviously you can't know everything, but it feels like you know everything, and then there's people who, they know half the story, you know what I'm saying? I've talked about on my channel before, I've talked about how fucked up vaccines are. If I can give you any advice, I would say, I'm going to, say it, I'm not going to use that word anymore because I don't want to be deplatformed. But the new V, that's what we'll call it, the new V, I'm telling you, guys, I would never tell you what to do, but I'm telling you, that's a fucking sinister plan that is not for your highest and greatest good, and that's what's going to kill people, and for a lot of reasons. But if for no other reason, just don't get it, because that shit's too new. Even if you don't believe any of the other information about V's that's out there, there's a lot. So a person that you can look up the High Wire on Spotify. They got removed from YouTube, but I hope they're still on Spotify. The High Wire, Del Bigtree. Damn, every time I'm saying these things, so many people have been getting deplatformed for so much shit. The censorship is insane right now. But if you'd like to know more about V's, you can go and look him up. But anyway, even if you don't understand how freaking deadly they are, just understand there has not been enough time, and all these rich people, it's like a rat race right now, who can make it first, because whoever makes it first, they're gonna make so much money, they're we'll be fucking rolling in it, the entire world, it's a rat race. You think they care about how that affects your body, or do you think they care about getting it out before anyone else? Right? Not enough time, not enough studies, not enough proof that that's going to be safe. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be deadly. So just keep that in mind. All right? All right? I want you guys to start taking supplements. I take chlorophyll every day. I want you to, and I'm not a doctor, but these are my suggestions that have helped me. I want you to start drinking either lemon water right when you wake up or lime water, because that shit's alkaline, and that will protect you from disease right when you wake up. If you can, I want you to look into a natural method of birth control. Get off the hormones, all right? What else? I want you to cut processed sugar. I've literally heard there's human blood in processed sugar. So if you can, please cut that, alright? No fucking ho-hos and Twinkies and fucking not shit like that. No McDonald's. None of that shit, alright? Because that's what it is. It's shit. It's processed, and a lot of times I have heard on many occasions that there's human in fucking fast food, okay? I don't have, like, receipts for that because those videos always get deleted, but I've seen multiple videos of people admitting that. Fucking higher-ups being like, yeah, we put the human, we just, like, they literally said, we kidnap your children and then we feed them to you. We kidnap your children, do what we want to them, and then when we're done with them or we kill them, we put them in our big food processors. And we chop them up, and they said we feed them to you, and we put them in the sausages and the hamburgers, and we market those. We market those as the best one because we want people to eat that. I'm telling you, I took a bite of that fucking that new vegan burger at Burger King. I took one bite, and that shit tastes exactly like meat. And texture, like the texture is what got me. I do not for one fucking second believe that shit is plant-based. Not for 1 second. Taste and texture, hell to the fucking no. Nah. No. And then I was like, I could very well be eating a fucking human right now. And I can feel some of you being so disturbed by that, but this is the reality we live in, and it is fucked up. And that's why we have to choose the other paradigm, because that paradigm's dying, okay? That paradigm's done. A lot of people are going to be really disturbed by what they learn very soon about the realities of cannibalism, pedophilia, all that kind of shit. All the wool being pulled over our eyes. But we'll all know soon enough. What was I saying about? Oh, I was giving you advice. Fast if you can. So what I do for fasting is I will eat only things of the earth, and I'll usually do them in 3-day spans. I'll do like nuts, vegetables, and fruits. And like I do honey. I do I mostly do maple syrup. I try not to do honey because, like, it comes from a bee's butt, so it's technically not of the earth. But maple syrup, that comes straight out of a tree, which came out the ground. So, girl, get your maple syrup on, okay? I fucking put that shit on cashews. Coming from a girl who was addicted to sugar, like, my compliments to the chef is good, alright? Try it sometime. Cashews are the shit with some sea salt, little lightly sea salted cashews and a little bit of maple syrup. Are you kidding me? That shit is so good. Okay, break your sugar addiction, because a lot of us have them. Sugar is more addictive than cocaine, if you didn't know. You gotta stop drinking fluoridated water. Do your best to get some sort of water filter or water distiller. It's gonna be your best bet, but that shit's expensive. Like, I use charcoal. Which still isn't great, but I'm just trying to vibrate really high, and I'm trying to be healthy in every other way. Get rid of as many chemicals as you can. Clean with natural shit. What else? Supplements, clean eating, exercise for your mental health, if nothing else. Get outside, put your butt and your feet in the grass and the sand. Get to the beach, man, if you can. Fucking soak in the ocean. That shit helps your immune system deeply. Lay out in the sun. That's gonna fucking Yo, you'll be invincible, my dudes. That's what, like, this whole time I've been fucking doing all that, changing my diet, taking my supplements, getting rid of chemicals, get rid of fluoride toothpaste. If you have fluoride toothpaste, please get rid of it. Use a natural deodorant with no aluminum in it if you want a brain. Like, if you want a pineal gland, you should change that. What else? Drink so much water. Get some plants. I feel like I can tell when my vibration is off when my plants start to be kind of weird, you know? It'll help you keep track of your energy. And just, like, fill your brain right now. Fill your brain with truth and information and love and light and good spiritual information. I want to do more videos on aliens, and I want to do one on Satanism, the truth of Satanism. I'm finna do that very soon. That one needs to be sooner than later. But that's going to be a good sit-down one. But yeah, think for yourself. Make informed decisions. The only thing or entity that should be making decisions for you, which they still can't even make decisions for you, is God. Like, a lot of us connect with a lot of different spirits and ancestors and whatever, but I'm telling you, there's going to be no higher source and no higher power than it goes God, higher self, and then whatever you've been in past lives, and whatever entities you are connected to because of the past lives, and like ancestors from your bloodline that you've currently incarnated in, plus ancestors from other bloodlines that you have incarnated. Like, there's so many, but all those spirits are your equals, okay? And even your higher self is your equal, and God is your equal as well. But like, at the end of the day, God is you, like, right? Like, God is you. So they're your equals, but at the end of the day, God's in charge. Guys, we gotta just fucking let go and live in the love and the light, but we gotta let go and let God. And God, however the fuck you perceive God. I just think of it as this one, like, light orb kind of thingy that just spits out other lights that eventually manifests through different dimensions and universes, and it's almost like a vagina that's just kind of like spitting out light energy. And sometimes it malfunctions and it spits out something that's just, it's dual natured, right? Light and dark, good and bad, whatever. But light and dark doesn't necessarily equate to good and bad. Light is masculine, dark is feminine. So it's really interesting that we've been indoctrinated to believe that the dark is evil, because the dark is the divine feminine. But anyway, like yin and yang. But anyway, it's like that light source, like sometimes it spits out some malfunctions. And that's why we have to take back what's ours through the love and the light, because that is the truth, and that is what is prominent of this energy, right? There's just a couple of little, like, malfunctions along the way, you know, like fucking evil-ass perverted shit. Like, I need to do a video, too, on why pedophilia is not a sexuality. Sorry. Nope. Hell no. Nope. Sorry. No. Wrong number. Turn around. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, because my foot's going to be way too far up your ass for it to hit you. Nah, I don't fuck with that. I'm going to do a whole video on that. So, I got a lot to say. I'm going to keep doing readings, but there's a lot that needs to be done right now. There's a big shift happening, and I need your help, okay? I need your help to make it happen quicker, sooner than later, right? We're going to be like, yo, you can't even imagine the shit we're going to have. And I'm gonna put the link below, alright? Of that shit that inspired me to tell y'all all of this, okay? Alright, I love you. I think that's it for now. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.